Good morning, everyone. It is, oh, where did that go? Okay, July 20th, week number 14. So basically only today and the next class until you get to your final test. Now, a couple of things. I want to make sure that you all know what's due, what you have to submit, what you have to give me for your assignments. Around the time of the final test. You guys are really busy. I know that there's a lot on your minds. English is probably not your top worry right now, but there are a lot of things that the university wants you to submit, quizzes and listening and all of your writing assignments. So I want to make sure that you guys have all of that up here so that you know what's going on. First of all, very important news. July 23rd is Saturday. This Saturday. Now, I was looking at the schedule of things that we need to do. And in terms of meeting, coming here and studying English, I don't think we need to. This Saturday, okay, the Saturday description, you can see right here, attendance will not be mandatory. That means you do not need to come this Saturday. This Saturday is optional. It's up to you. I will be here. If you want to come, if you want to talk to me, if you want to ask me about your assignments, then yes, certainly, I will be here. You don't have to come on Saturday. Anybody not yet signed? Okay. Can I give this to him? Oh, okay. So you do not have to come on Saturday. Instead, what I want you to do, okay, is focus on all of these assignments that you have. You have a lot of assignments left. I want to make sure that you understand about the July 13th assignment and all of the assignments that are coming up. So let's take a look at that. So first of all, last week, we were looking at your APA references assignment. And there were videos, the video that I made in class. These videos will explain to you what I want, what is important. And some of you were still having problems, but I want you to know that you have all of these due week 13, week 14 quiz. And if I look at the research references submission, they're actually, if I click that, only 19 people have so far submitted that. So if you have not yet submitted this assignment, this is very important. Please make sure you submit this. There are only 19 people, only 19 people. I have 32 students signed up. Only 27 students come to this class, but still, that means many people have not submitted. Now, if you submit now, it will be late, but it's better than zero. Now, if I look at those submissions, okay, most of them were okay, but I noticed this. The assignment was for you to submit this as a PDF file. It says right here, okay? You have to submit this as a PDF. Some of you were still not paying attention. You were submitting this as a Word file, not a Word file, a PDF file. A PDF file is different from a Word file. And if you look at that, I think if you look in Word, it's kakidashi. So that won't be just hozon. Hozon just makes a Word file. But if you look under the File menu, under kakidashi, it will send it out as a PDF file. You have to pay attention to this stuff when you want to do research, when you want to work as an academic, when you want to work in a company. If the company says to you, submit this as a PDF file, you have to submit this as a PDF file. So if you submitted this as a Word file, then make a PDF file and resubmit the PDF file, please. Okay, because this isn't the only one that you have to do. If you look at today's assignment, okay, at the bottom, this is the research outline and reference submission. This also you must submit as a PDF file. So do not give me Word files. I want to have these in PDF. You need to know how to make a PDF file. All right, so the 13th, there were all kinds of things that you had to do. You had to do the writing quiz, you had to do the grammar quiz, and you had your research and references submission. Please stay aware of all of your due dates because they can affect your grade. Okay, now, This is your listening lab submission. This is the assignment that you were handed in week number 2 to go to the library and put on some headphones and listen to the CD and mark your answer on those sheets that you printed out. Those sheets that you printed out with all of the circles, take a picture of that, send it here, okay, in your submission. There will be 2 photographs because there were 2 sheets, so send them there. That's not due until August 1st. So you still have some time to finish all of that listening for 100 questions. But if you haven't done it at all, that can be a lot of work. Next one. You had your reading quiz number 1. This is reading quiz number 2. This is due on August 7th. So again, still have a little bit more time. Pay attention to what it is that you have to do first. For example, listening lab, you have to do first. So get that done first. And then if I were you, if you think this test will be difficult, the test on August 3rd, then study the test first. The test is the most important thing. It's a lot of points. And then if you need to do it, do the reading quiz later. But whatever you do, that is due on August 7th. Then this is today's assignment, and I'm going to look at that a little bit later. But you also have your class survey, so please do your class survey. And I want to reiterate to you that Saturday, you do not have to come to class. If you want to come to class, I will be here. I will help you with any questions that you have, with any assignments that you're not doing yet. But instead of coming to class, because we don't need to study any more English speaking practice, just look at all of these, okay? Plus all of the other quizzes that you have to do. But these are the most important ones. I want you to do your post-test quiz, which will be available underneath, okay? There's the week 15-16 quiz, the post-test quiz. Please don't forget that. These are all worth points for your grade. All of these big assignments, the semester writing task, I want you to fill all of that in. The listening lab submission, the research outline and references submission, which was given today, okay? All of this stuff that you have to do. Now, if you need any help with that, again, come on Saturday. But if you don't need to come on Saturday, you don't need to talk to me, you don't have to come. I will not be having a class. You don't have to sign your name. There will be no attendance taken. But if you want to talk to me, I will be here, okay? Now, just a few more things. Don't forget your final test is on August 3rd. Now, some of you had problems with the headphones last time in class. So please make sure your headphones are working. Before the test, when you sit down, plug in your headphones, make sure they're working. Raise the volume to at least 60%. Some of you are having trouble with your headphones, and that was really too bad because it's not your fault. It's just that you didn't check your headphones. But you need to check those headphones, okay? Otherwise, it's basically the same thing as the midterm test that we did before. Okay, so today, I just want to very quickly in English tell you about the research outline and references submission. So the research outline and references submission is the next step after you did your research references submission. So the research references submission was supposed to look like this, okay? If you click here, it gives you an example of what I did. And you can see it. There's my title. There's my subtitle, a little space, my name, all of this information. Now, for some of you, I've looked at some of these submissions. Be very careful with little things like, for example, my name. My first name is Jose, and that should be with a capital J, not a small j. See that little space right there? That's really important. Some of you forget these little spaces. Some of you forget to put a space between the comma and the next number. All of those little spaces, I'm going to start looking at that because I'm sorry about it. You might think, wow, that's really tiny mistake. Is that a problem? I'm sorry, but yes, it is. If you make those little mistakes and you write a PDF file for your work, for an English academic paper, those are little mistakes that make you look bad. You cannot make those mistakes. The references should have listed up like this, just like APA style, with little things like the comma, the period, the comma, the and mark, the brackets, all of these little spaces, this slanted writing, all of that is important. This hanging indent, all of that, okay? The ISBN number should be on the same line. It shouldn't be broken off. All of those little things. I'm going to be giving a lot of red marks for that. And this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items, but 2 is enough because this was just a sample for your research references style. I gave 5. If you already have 5, perfect, but I only needed 2 for you to get the minimum for this assignment. You needed your book list, you needed your journal list, and you needed your site list. I'm also looking for things like the page numbers. I'm looking at consistency in the fonts. APA is very, 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 very small about all of these mistakes. And I have to follow the same rules, and so do you. Now, that was last week. This week, come on. Okay, this week, July 20th, this assignment is basically the same, except now, if you look at this example, okay, it's the same title page, but I want you to take the information that you had from the semester writing task and start breaking it up into introduction, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, 3, maybe 4, maybe 5. I don't know how many body paragraphs you have. And then the conclusion. Now, this is what I want you to do. The introduction or the body paragraphs, I want you to give me a topic sentence, 1, maybe 2, at least 1 topic sentence. And then under that topic sentence, give me note form for the information that you want to put in there. So if you look at the semester writing task, which was in class number 2. Where is it? There it is. There's a semester writing task. Okay, this was class number 2. Open that up, and you look at the semester writing task sheet itself, which we'll download in just a minute here. Where did it go? Did it download yet? I think it's in my downloads. Hang on just a second. Here are my downloads. There it is. Okay, so let me open this up, and I will make a new share. Oh, that's a listening lab. That's not the listening lab. Semester writing task. Okay, hang on just a second. It didn't download properly. All righty, so let's do it from here. Class 2. Semester writing task. And download that. There, now that will download to writing task. Okay, now let me make this a new share. Okay, all of this information came from your semester writing task, your journals, your books, okay, also your web pages. And over here, the analysis. What were the most important files and in facts and information that you found? From here, you have the information that you need to make these topic sentences. And the extra information that you had, the extra information that you had, that can go here. But basically, this is the supporting information for your topic sentence. For the body, for the introduction. This is information for the introduction. This is information for the body. And you will use this in the next semester to make more topic sentences, more paragraphs, and eventually write a full paper. The introduction is basically said again in the conclusion. Basically the same kind of writing that you did in high school. But this is basically what this assignment what this assignment, oops, over here, and I have to switch that over. This is basically what, sorry, the Wi-Fi seems to be a little bit slow today. That's what this assignment on the 20th should be. So basically, it's from your references, but this time you have all of this extra information with the introduction, body paragraphs, and the conclusion. And then at the end, again, are your references, but this time all 5, not 2, 5. 5 books, 5 journals, 5 sites, or more. If you have 6, that's fine too. So not just 2 each. This time I want all of your research that you were supposed to do over the entire semester from April to now. All of the sites, all of the journals, and I want them all in the APA style with all of the APA rules that we studied. The information here on how to format this, for example, this tab line here, this is all inside this video that we studied before, especially this one, APA format. So everything else that she was talking about, watch that video again. I'll show you myself, but if you forgot something that I said, you can check out that video, switch the subtitles to Japanese so you can understand, but the video will show you how to do APA format for the outline. So this time the outline plus the references. Okay, I will say one more time, July 23rd, you do not have to come, especially if it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I know that you guys want to sleep a little bit, but if you want to talk to me, you can either email me at jdmcruz@gmail.com, or I will be in this room on July 23rd on Saturday. You can come and talk to me. Otherwise, you don't have to come to class on July 23rd. Okay, thanks very much, everyone. Good luck with your classes and all of your assignments.